Dancehall artists Fullybad and Hanimosity were fined 2,000 or 30 days imprisonment when they came before the court this week for disorderly conduct arising from an ugly incident at the Sting stage show held at Jamworld Entertainment Complex in Portmore, St. Catherine in December. The entertainers who were charged jointly with Russian William and Dalton Bartley entered the guilty plea when they appeared before Dr. Curran Reed Heyman in the St. Catherine Lady Magistrate Court yesterday. The skirmish involved the two entertainers caused a premature end to Sting, as many patrons scampered for cover amid the confrontation. It all began when Hanimosity gave Leighton Sims inserted himself in a lyrical clash that was unfolding between Fullybad and another artist, Coyote. Hanimosity appeared on stage and proceeded to spit lyrics, which resulted in an altercation between himself and Fullybad and Hanimosity. The brief tussle between them ended with Hanimosity was shoved off the stage into the media pit area. He was followed by Fullybad. Following the incident, the police arrested and charged Fullybad, given name Nicholas Bartley, Hanimosity Williams, and Dalton Bartley with disorderly conduct. All four were fined 2,000 or 30 days imprisonment after pleading guilty yesterday. The presiding lay magistrate also warned them to keep the peace. After leaving court, Hanimosity said he was glad to put the incident behind him. I will definitely maintain a peaceful vibe with Fullybad, but cannot say that a lyrical clash won't take place again, he said. The energy is a positive one, which I will be using in my career, he added. Similarly, Fullybad said his focus is on moving his career forward. It was just a little incident, but I respect the industry and just want to do more music and honor my tour slated for Canada soon, he said. Clash has always been a part of the Sting culture. It's like if Sting keeping and there's no clash, skin is not nice. People go to Sting expecting to see a clash. And even though clash these days is not the same as clash back then, people still holds the tradition of looking forward to seeing the clashes at Sting. The only thing is that these younger generation don't know how to hold and control their emotions. And sometimes it seems like it's hard for them to understand the difference between a lyrical clash and a personal clash. A lyrical clash, you can go all out and dig up and so on, but the thing about it, it's not supposed to be something that is internalized to say, me I care feelings for you. It's supposed to be in the clash. You're responding to somebody and what they are saying, and you're trying to dig up something and hurt them for them to respond, and that give the energy and the strength of the clash. But most of the time, especially these days, when they're having lyrical clashes, it's more personal, and that is just going to kill the vibes of the old clash, because nobody don't want to be at a show where as soon as them start a clash, you don't know what will happen next, if they might take it personally and start war and disrupt the whole place, and you have to be running for your life. Because not only that, them have them all hang around people, you call them entourage, and them sometimes just make the situation rather worse. Over in Portland, 3 Portland men who were on kidnapping and conspiracy charges were offered bail when they appeared before the Port Antonio Parish Court on Tuesday. They are Sandra Phipps, Orlando Thomas, and Davian Henry. All 3 were offered bail with the following conditions: $300,000 with 1 or 2 sureties, a stop order in place, and surrender of all travel documents.
Additionally, they were also ordered to report to the Port Antonio Police Station. Phipps is to report to the Port Antonio Police Station on Saturdays and Thursdays between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. Thomas on Sundays and Wednesdays between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. and Henry on Tuesday and Fridays between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. The three men were arrested and jointly charged for kidnapping, conspiracy to kidnapping, conspiracy to obtaining a benefit by a menace, conspiracy to commit robbery with aggravation, theft to access device, conspiracy to aid any other person to commit an offense, knowingly obtaining identity information, and robbery with aggravation. All charges stem from an incident on December the 17th when it was reported that two foreign nationals visited Winifred Beach in Ferry Hill, Portland. It is reported that during their visit it began to rain heavily and both complainants decided to leave. Upon leaving the beach, the complainants allegedly took a white motor car with the intended destination to be Port Antonio town. Upon reaching the Folly Main Road, the driver of the motor vehicle reportedly took the complainants to Folly Ruins, where they were approached by three masked men armed with knives. Both complainants were reportedly robbed of their belongings, including one black wallet containing US $30,150, one debit and one credit card, one GoPro e-commerce valued at $299 US, one black Samsung Galaxy S22 valued at US $1,000, and one blue iPhone 14 cellular phone valued at US $1,500, the police said. Police are continuing their investigations into the matter. This case is not looking good, and you see, it always stems from those little taxis. They are so making it bad for the real, genuine, hard-working taxi drivers. Because see it there, obviously the taxi was moonlighting as a taxi operator, and guess what? Lo and behold, they trusted it to be in a taxi, jump into it, and them took them away to their demise in terms of them getting robbed and all of that. It could have been worse, and we're glad it wasn't. But come on, people, man. Whether it's your own or foreigners, you're making it bad for Jamaica. If nobody no want come here, nobody can do nothing here, what is going to happen to the country? Come on, man, I need to think of these things. Because anything I'm going to rob and thief is just full belly today, and belch and use bathroom in a day or two, and I done this so. And when tourists gone, then gone for life. So here we go again. Another gang from Spanish Town trial. 9 accused Clansman gangsters were remanded in custody. The members of the notorious Spanish Town based Clansman gang were remanded in custody when they appeared in the Home Circuit Court on Thursday. The police say they are determined to neutralize the criminal organization. They blame them for more than 800 murders across the island since 2014. Owen Billings, Jermaine Clark, Sean Pottinger, Ryan Harrison, Michael Wildman, Ramon Stewart, Jerome Spike, Kamali Winter, and Giovanni MacDonald appeared before Justice Vinette Graham Allen just after midday on Thursday. The men are accused of being members of one of Jamaica's most feared criminal organizations, the Clansman gang. A 10th accused, Conroy Cadogan, is to face an identification parade on Friday. The incident brought by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution lists 12 offenses ranging from illegal possession of a firearm, wounding with intent, shooting with intent, robbery, aggravation, and murder. 12 other defendants are expected to join the 9 who appeared in court on Thursday. It continues the JCF approach of bringing multiple defendants before the court under the country's anti-gang legislation. Head of the JCF Crime and Security Portfolio, DCP Fitzbailey, announced that law enforcement had moved against the suspected gangsters late last year. The accused men indicated to the court that their relatives were urgently seeking to provide them with attorneys. The prosecution indicated the case file would be closer to completion by the next mentioned date. This is the second mass trial of alleged members of the Clansman gang. 15 members of the Wandan faction of the Clansman gang were found guilty last year. Their leader, Andre Blackman Bryan, is serving a 39-year prison sentence. The men will return to court on February the 1st. Funny things, I'm just going through the motions when I hear about cases like this, because I do hope, after going through all the trouble of using up taxpayers' money to feed these people, round them up, and it is going to be costing the country, I'm not going to hold my breath how much of them will actually get charged. It's just one of them wait and see game, like something is going on. I will just have to take it as it comes, what will happen next. Because if we go by history and so on, generally if you even have 50, you get 15 out of it. If you have 20, it's lucky if you probably get 2 charges, and get sentenced. It's just, the chances are just so highly unlikely that I'm not optimistic at all about justice being done where these gangsters are held in court. The only thing I can say is that let's hope they surprised us. And trust me, nothing in Jamaica is surprising anymore, because really and truly we don't know how it's going to turn out. Half of what they need for the evidence will not be found. And even if them get a key witness, they might be just disqualified as not being important enough or good enough, or probably they may be scarred themselves so they are not taken serious. And we go through this rigmaroles again and again.
Anyway guys, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Stay safe, stay aware. Love you all. Bye for now.